I'm Bob Diekmeyer. I'm General Manager of GFI Musical Products. GFI was started back in 1989 by Gene Fields in Arlington, Texas. We're in Missouri now. We've been here for a number of years. It's really Gene's vast experience in designing instruments and being involved in tooling and machining that's really allowed GFI to produce a really reliable, excellent sounding guitar. Gene had spent pretty much his whole professional life involved in designing instruments, manufacturing instruments. He worked for Fender for about 23 years in a number of capacities, largely in research and development. He designed a number of instruments for them. He worked in their string division for a number of years. His vast wealth of knowledge and experiences really sets GFI apart from other pedal steel companies.
My name is Gene Fields. During the war, my brother was in the Army. He had bought an accordion. After he got overseas, he wrote back and asked my dad to trade that accordion for a steel guitar, which my dad did. By the time he got out of the Army, came home, I could play it, and he couldn't. So on my birthday, November 11th, he gave me the half of that guitar, and on Christmas he gave me the other half. And within 2 years of that, we were 3 brothers and a sister-in-law with our own band on a radio station in Paducah, Kentucky. By the time I was 17, I joined the Army, failed the examination, so I didn't go home. I went straight to St. Louis and went to work in the clubs in St. Louis at 17 years old with a fake birth certificate. Well, before I went to the West Coast, I built my first pedal guitar because pedal guitars commercially there was none on the market. So I built my own, and a friend of mine who was a foreman at Fender also played pedal guitar, and he'd bring his guitar over for me to work on it, to do things for him. Then everything that I did for him, he would take it out and show it to Leo Fender, which resulted in an interview. And I spent 24 years in research at Fender Music. One of the things that Fender did to me, if we had a new project come up, they didn't mind spending money on my education. In fact, I went to machine shop and drafting on Fender's time and Fender's money. One of my projects was to build a new and better steel guitar, including knee levers, which led to the PS210 that I did at Fender. And after leaving Fender, I wanted to design my own guitar.
The guitars that Gene has designed have become well known in the industry for their unique looks and dependability. Due to the efficiency of his design and knowledge of tooling, we're able to produce as great or greater numbers than any other manufacturer, and that results in a shorter waiting period for new orders and more reasonable prices. While we're one of the top producers of pedal steel guitars, all of our instruments are assembled by hand by a small group of dedicated employees where quality is the top priority. If you're looking for a pedal steel guitar that's been designed by one of the most experienced persons in the field, sounds great and plays smoothly, is super dependable, and built by a company with an excellent reputation for customer service, then GFI should be your choice.